Hello everyone, cncHD here, and welcome back to some more World Builder mission building. Today we are revisiting the once called China mission number 1, and this is now renamed to protect the supplies. More on that later. So I hope everybody can hear me and see everything here clearly on the stream. So let's have a quick recap on what happened in the past. This is the map layout I left 1 year ago, and I have a few more plans here to build in, and we hopefully will do that today. So let me check if the stream is working fine. If everything is okay here, so I'm not talking into a void. But looks okay, looks good. Voice is being picked up. The picture is there. Music's there. Alright, looks perfect. With that, we go into it. So, let's have a quick recap on the intro. Here's the intro, and let's have a relook.
Unit lost.
Yeah, poor Red Guard. That's where we left 1 year ago. And yeah, I added a few more objectives here for the mission. First, we need to protect the supply centers in the city. And second, we need to protect the supply convoys. This we, of course, need to build in. I'm not really happy here with the camera, as it's pointing a bit to the northwest. And it's not pointing directly to the north like so. So I need to change that. And I will do that right now. Something here with the view is not working correctly. Now it's working. Okay, it's working. So yeah, the camera. The camera. For the camera change, we need to go into the scripts. And I want to have the camera be locked into view to the top. So if we go here to player civilian, we have the object list. And here at the player, we have the intro. Hey, Viren. Mir geht es gut. Wie geht es dir? Genieße den Feierabend, trink ein Bier. Ah, schönes, kühles Bier. Very nice cold beer. Okay, so, intro. By the way, I'm using the World Builder by Adrian. You can get it on the World Builder Discord. If you need a link, let me know. So, first we have move into the site. Then we have the timers. I wouldn't do the timers anymore today. I would build in game time. And with the game time, I would do every camera set move. Sehr gut, das freut mich, dass es dir gut geht. Ich hoffe, du hast auch Feierabend, Viren. Okay, kill Red Guard. Poor guy, every time he gets killed in the set. Timer into rotate has expired. Rotate, look here, taking 3 seconds, ease in 1 second. Change. Okay, so this is the one. Here we rotate the camera. Okay, then the briefing happens. Regain control. Here I want to reset the camera. Here timer ends, regain control. Radar ping. The radar ping doesn't work for some reason. Yeah, also preview doesn't work. I have no idea why. Radar off, radar on. Maybe the radar on works. We will check that. There was something I need to import into my folder to get the preview here on the sound effects, but I forgot which one it was. So here we have the sound effect, we have the display string, the briefing, and I want to reset the camera to the default one so we don't look into the northwest, but into the north. Okay, camera. Adjust, set up the camera, set default camera. Change the camera. Let's say set default camera, maybe that works. Camera pitch, default. Angle, default. Yeah, let's try that. And hit OK. Save the whole thing and let's retry it.
Unit lost.
Okay, and now technically we should rotate the camera here on the bottom left to the north. And no. Wow. Okay. What happened now? No, that wasn't supposed to happen. What is that? That isn't right. Intro, briefing. Come on. Maybe the pitch is 1 and the angle is 0 and the height is 1. 0 is maybe default. Okay, let's retry that.
Unit lost.
And nope, doesn't work.
China's rocket soldier.
Huh. Then I need to change the waypoint. Okay, so let's see what we have. Player, intro, briefing. So where do we change the camera? Here we change the camera. Rotate. Change camera zoom. Rotate to look at waypoint intro, look here 3. And intro look here 3 is this one. Then we use this one and place it here. And let's call it look here 4. Okay, rotate camera. Here we delete the whole thing again. Camera pitch. Let's delete that. And here rotate camera. Look at 4. Let's retry that.
Unit lost.
Whoa. Okay, that was too much. But it worked. I mean, that is good. It worked. How about here? And let's retry that. Hey, Heiko Magic!
Unit lost.
Schön, dich auch hier wieder zu sehen. Grüß dich. Hoffe, dir geht's gut. Okay, that's almost perfect. Almost. So let's retry that. To the left. And now it should be perfect.
Unit lost.
And yay, perfect. Only the zoom is not perfect, but I don't care about that one. Dir geht's super, das ist schön zu hören. Twitch sollte theoretisch gehen. Wenn ich mal hier checke, betrate, Zuschauer. Ja, Twitch geht. Schon so lange nicht mehr live, oh Gott.
Enemy tanks out there?
Okay, das klappt alles. Jetzt kommt's zur Mission. Wir haben hier ein paar Truppen. We have here a few troops. And let's get to that. So. This is the size of the mission. Here's the whole thing. And I want to have 2 large blocks of city. Maybe 3. We need to build that. And we have a small little base. Und danke dir für die Subscription. Danke dir, Heiko Magic. Vielen, vielen lieben Dank. Dass du auch mich hier weiterhin stets supportest. Das ist sehr lieb von dir. Ich danke dir, Heiko Magic. Thank you very much for your support, Heiko Magic. Much appreciated. Okay, so here we have the spot where we built the base. Where we have a base. We don't have a dozer. We have a small base. We are the tank general, I think. Bei dir steht, der Video-Download wurde abgebrochen. Hier in Twitch. Lass mich mal gucken. Twitch. Was da kommt. Der Video-Download wurde abgebrochen. Bitte versuche es erneut. Hier klicken, um Player erneut zu laden. Hä? Hä? Warte, ich starte nochmal neu. Warte. Das ist merkwürdig. Schau mal gerade in den Einstellungen. Ist irgendwas Falsches? Encoder. Ausgabe. Das ist merkwürdig. Synchronisation mit OBS starten. Okay, jetzt probiere ich es nochmal. Und check's hier auch mal gleichzeitig bei mir. Jetzt ist er gerade offline. Jetzt ist er live. Der Video-Download wurde abgebrochen. Bitte versuche es erneut. Fehler. Hä? Was ist da los? Die Ursache ist oft ein veralteter Browser oder ein Konflikt mit dem Adblocker. Aktualisiere den Browser. Werbeblocker deaktivieren, Cookies und Cache löschen. Hardwarebeschleunigung prüfen. Keine Ahnung. Keine Ahnung. Wie sieht's in Edge aus? In Edge ist es die gleiche Scheiße. Ja, dann geht heute Twitch nicht. Immer noch dasselbe, ja. Dann geht heute Twitch nicht. Probier's noch einmal ganz kurz, aber dann ansonsten geht's halt nicht. Ausgabe. Vielleicht muss ich irgendwas verstellen. Vielleicht auch Encoder wie bei Blop. Ich stelle jetzt hier einfach mal ein bisschen rum. Und jetzt probiere ich es nochmal. Moment. Wie es jetzt aussieht. Nö. Hier klicken, um Player erneut zu laden. Es klappt immer noch nicht. Dann tut's mir leid. Dann ist wohl heute nicht auf Twitch. Was auch immer dieses Problem ist. Ich verstehe es nicht. Ja, sadly no Twitch today. Okay, let's get back into the action. We are the player as China. Okay, we are normal China Vanilla. Ja, dafür wenigstens ein YouTube, ja. Ich habe keine Ahnung, warum es nicht geht. I have no idea why Twitch is not working. I have to look into that later. Not now. Okay, we are normal China. So we get a normal China base. Not much. I want to have it challenging for the player. So we only get a barracks from the player. The barracks is here. Here's the barracks. We also will get attacks here sometimes. Very rare. So we get a bunker. Maybe here. Here's the bunker. And we get a reactor. China power plant. Hey, firearm. Greetings. Nice to see you here. Long time no chat. So, power reactor. And as all missions, we have a speaker tower. We don't know why we have a speaker tower, but we have a speaker tower. It is usually in the mission. Whatever you play, you always get a speaker tower. So let's have fun. Okay, do we get a Gatling cannon? I don't want to make it too easy. We have radar by default, so that's good. No China wall, no nuclear missile silo, no internet tech center. But we get a prop center, maybe? I've only wanted to have oil derricks as the main source of income. Maybe if we have a propaganda center, the player is forced to build hackers. So that could work. Let's try that. Let's give it a try. We don't get the war factory. Okay, rotate that thing. Right. That looks good. And we have the barracks, the power reactor, and the propaganda tower and the bunker. Zero Hour ist Zero Hour genießt sein Rentnerleben, ja. Okay, so that's our small base. Perfect. Here's our small army. The player is forced to keep his army alive as good as he can. Because that is all he get. He maybe can build a few more things, but there's not much more he can do. We have a USA ally. Play America, this is our ally. Play America. He's of course blue. And he's allied with the player. He's enemies with Dr. Frax. And we, as the player, are allied with Player America. Dr. Frax is enemies with the player and Player America. Because I want to have a few Comanches here on the map, which discover the map for us. So if we go here and go to America, vehicle, Comanche. I still remember this from the Generals missions, USA Generals missions, where we had Comanche flying around the map, discovering the area. I always liked that as a child. I want to have this experience back. Okay, where's the Comanche? There's the Comanche. Okay, Comanche flies around here. He's from Player America. Comanche 1. And he follows a specific path. Maybe a bit random. So he first goes all the way here. Then he rotates, goes out of the map. From the map outside, he goes back into the map. And he flies around here, flies around there. Then he makes a turn to the top. Oops, that was too much. Delete. Okay, go outside here. Hey, Azer. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing great. Okay, then it flies around here to the top. Goes back here. Flies here. Maybe here. That was the wrong turn again. Okay, to the top. Is that... No, of course it's not connected. Sometimes it's so stupid to get the connection to the waypoint paths. Now it's sticking. Okay, and back into the map. And then he goes all the way to the bottom. And he flies back into the pathway here. Okay. We call this one Comanche 1 Path. Meine Mission läuft aktuell ganz okay. Sie hatte ein Jahr Pause, aber sie will es nochmal versuchen. Hello, Cat. Cat is laying on the keyboard. As always. Katze wie immer auf dem Keyboard. So, okay. Now we let this Comanche fly. For that I want the game time. Game time is here in player civilian. We call this thing game time start. Script condition, if true, set a counter. Scripting counter. Set counter to a value. Set the counter game time to 0. And now we have a script. Game time increase. Script is active, it doesn't deactivate, it happens every second. If true, then counter, increment counter, add 1 to the game time, and boop, we created the game time. Alright, now with a game time, we can, in the Player America folder, choose the Comanche. Waypath. If... yeah, okay. We just say true. Then we have the game time for another script. Then, if true, then the unit follows a waypath. Set a specific unit to follow a waypath. This one, and this one is Comanche 1, and it follows the waypath Comanche 1 path. And with this, we should have a Comanche, which is discovering the area for us. Let's test this.
Unit lost.
Poor red cut again. And there's the Comanche. Let's check what he's doing. It's a large map, holy shit. Why did I create such a large map? And goodbye. And it's gone. Yeah, but it works. Makes its turn here around the map, and it will come back here, maybe at the top. And now as our next goal, I need to create a city here. Als nächstes eine Mission hier, eine Stadt hier bauen. Okay, the Comanche should turn back into the map here sometime soon. Maybe in the next few seconds. Right now it's not doing anything. It's stuck here. Yeah, I think the way path is not connected. Ah, classic. Yep, there's the path. No, it's I see it. Du kannst dir die Stadt jetzt vorstellen. Das ist gut. Ich kann sie mir noch nicht vorstellen. Ich habe sie so ein bisschen im Kopf, aber auch nicht so wirklich. Wir schauen einfach mal. We will have a look. This pathway is also not connected. He flies here, flies there, flies here. Aha. That's a breaking point. And now everything should be named C1 path. Yes. Yes, now it's all named C1 path. Let's check on the script again if the waypath is selected. It's selected. It's actually double in here. Whoops. It's an underscore. This one doesn't have an underscore. Aha. Tricky. Still not perfect. It goes here, goes there. Follows all the way here to the top. And there it breaks. Bit annoying. C1 path. That is a bit annoying. Okay, goes here, goes there. Then here all the way to the top here. Aha. There's the breaking point. Now it goes to the top. And now everything is named C1 path. Perfect. Let's recheck again. C1 path. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Now we have a Comanche flying around discovering the map. Let's build a city. For that, I want to have this highway here. And next, I want to have a smaller road. Here's 4-lane. We need a 2-lane. 2-lane dark, 2-lane old. Not the old one. Dirt road. 2-lane. There. I want this one. So this one goes here, and the highway goes through the city. So we have a junction here. There's our junction. Yeah, that should be right. Junction goes to the top and the road follows to the top. Now the road, very strict forward. Very direct to the top, no curves. Keine Kurven. And it turns to the left here on the top because there is a cliff somewhere. Cliff needs to be here. Here we have the beginning of the cliff. This is 75 feet tall. 75. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. We have the cliff here. And here it's all cliffy. Like so. And here on the top is also a city. We have a city here on the top, we have a city here on the bottom. Okay. Here's no cliff. There will be no cliff here, so let's delete this. 1255 height. Okay, this one. All right. And maybe we have a little cliff here on the bottom as well. But I will decide on that later. Let's drag on the highway here to the right side. Okay, highway goes all to the right. So the thing is, we have a few cities, and each city is producing resources. And our goal is to protect these resources in the city, while the GLA forces try to attack the city supplies. Every now and then a supply convoy comes in and picks up the supplies from the city. This will give us a few resources and boost, and will also increase the counter to give us a victory in this mission. So much for the mission objective. What was this again? 75. There we go. Maybe I can drag the highway here to the top. With a junction again. And it breaks here. And goes here outside of the map. Yeah. This. And here we have a junction as well. Maybe here. This one goes to the city on the bottom. Because the player is not able to build so many units, he can build hackers. But he cannot generate so much cash. He will be forced to use his forces strategically. So you need to place down his forces in the city locations as best as he can. Okay, we can drag this down to the bottom very strictly forward. And here we will have a road piece adding into the highway. Hopefully good looking. This looks totally shit. This looks absolutely not great. I mean, this looks okay. This actually looks like a turnout. I think this got improved in the world builder, the newest version of the world builder by Adrian. Don't remember this being added here. It looks cool, looks very cool. So here we can drive out. So we're going into the city here. Perfect. And same thing on the right. Let's snap to the grid. So we have a very forward road snapped to the grid. Yeah. So excellent. And yeah. Here, this road piece is being added here to this. Yep, we can do it like this. Snap to grid, deactivate. This looks okay. So here our city starts. A city needs asphalt. In my books, at least. Or maybe we have a little village. We could also have a village. With a small American village. I mean, this would also work. You maybe have a few buildings, which look a bit like an American village. So maybe here we have a village, and on the top we have a big city. Could try that. Okay, civilian structure. So maybe we find a good American home here. Maybe under America. There's an American gas station. We also, of course, need that one. The gas station is always at a junction or next to a village. So we will have this one here. So a gas station. Let's give it a connection with a few roads. Perhaps like... Nah, that looks shit. This doesn't look good. You can tell I'm not a car driver. I think we need to do it like so. And then little turn. Come on. Little turn like so. And it goes back to the road. Is this how you would build a fuel station? You would probably do it better than I. Fuel station technically is not that difficult. We just have a lot of asphalt here. Let's go to asphalt. We also have a few parking lots. So not this one. So yeah, it would probably be like this. Telling that this is a fuel station. And this would probably be surrounded by a fence. Of course, this texture doesn't add up with this texture. The stony one with the asphalt one, this doesn't add up. So this need to be changed. Go here, change this a little bit. Just for the fuel station. And the fuel station will get a fence. I'm not very happy with the color of the asphalt. Maybe there's a better asphalt. Yeah, this one looks good. Much better. And I also want to have a parking lot. Let's first continue this. Here's the area of the fuel station. And here on the top will be the parking lots. Goes here to the right. Okay, need to delete this one as well. And then goes to the top. And then we fill the whole blob. Let's fill. Yeah. This is our fuel station. And to give it a nice shape, we need to auto edge it out. Hopefully doing it correctly. Exactly how I wanted to have it. Like I wanted to have it. And here we have a parking lot. Maybe a burger. A burger store would be nice. Here, do we have a burger? Maybe a fast food? Anything with fast food here? I have a farming house. I want a burger. Gas station. This is also a nice gas station. Maybe much better than this one. Let's change. It's, of course, a bit smaller. Bit smaller one. We have the smaller one here. Here's the car wash. And here is the fuel. We saved this one for another location. Let's save this one here. Maybe for here. Okay. I still want a restaurant. Food. Bank, card. Where's the food? Drive-in. Oh, yeah, no. Drive-in, no. Snacks. How does this look like a snack? This is absolutely not a snack. This is a speaker tower. I mean, this is good. We save this for later. This is too big. This is not the restaurant I would go to. Doesn't look so delicious. Need more like a Burger King. Or McDonald's. Or Kentucky Fried Chicken. Here's a fast food. Oh yeah, it has a burger sign. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a burger sign. I'm happy. Okay. There's a drive-in. That one is located here. So maybe like this. Maybe it should be on the road so people can see that there are burgers. So let's place it down here. You need to be a good driver here with your car if you want to drive all the way here to the road then again. But I believe in our car drivers that they will manage to do that. Okay. So next we need lines. thick line. Not this one. I just want the white line. Also not this one. Just a white line. Single white line. Yeah, this one. I want this one. Will this work? Is this actually alright? We have the speaker for the fast food. Place it down here. And then let's have the white line. To the road. Maybe another texture here for the asphalt. Maybe that would work. Also, why am I streaming building a mission? I want to inspire you. Maybe you can build your own mission, as I think we need more missions on the world builder. I'm doing the stream, so maybe you get an idea how to use the world builder, and you get your ideas for your own mission. That is the plan, at least. This is not the most beautiful road I have created in my life, but it works. Okay, draw the line here. And the road goes now to this road. Yeah, like so. Good, let's continue with the white line. Maybe we get a little shape in here. Little curve. Yeah, so. That's the curve I wanted. And now we blend this thing. Yeah. That is good. Hey, Topper. Top P. How are you doing? I butchered your name, I'm sorry. Topi, Top P. Top P. One of these three. Okay. We have our burger restaurant. Now we need a fence. A fence. We have fence here. Can use this fence. So let's have the fence here. Alles gut, kein Problem. Okay. Solange es kein Problem ist, bin ich beruhigt. Du probierst ein paar Sachen der nächsten Generation aus. Oh, okay, cool. Ist cool zu hören. 45 degrees. Okay. Let's continue here with the fence. And then we need the parking lot. Okay, let's get this into the right angle. 45 it is. Okay, all the way to the top. The problem with these fences is the infantry cannot walk through. Infanterie kann nicht durchlaufen, das ist das Problem hier. The workaround is that the infantry shoots at the fence. It's not optimal. So to fix this, we can delete one of these fences, so infantry can walk through. Okay. Bit of a fence here on the top. And then we can get to our parking lot. Every good fast food restaurant needs a parking lot. Okay. Fence here on the right. I think I need a new mouse. My left mouse button is a bit broken. Sometimes it doesn't click, or it double clicks sometimes. It's a bit annoying. Okay, so we're almost through here with the fences. I want this to be like a small American village. Nice fast food restaurant, fuel station, and then you have your buildings here. And the supply collection place, where the GLA sometimes attacks, and you need to protect this area. Okay, let's leave it open like this. And now let's put in some parking lots. Parking lots are somewhere here on the bottom. We can create our own parking lots, or we just use a texture. It's under textures, parking lot. It's not optimal with the rotation. That is not so optimal. So let's create our own. We have a few parking lots here. Not many. It's a small fast food restaurant. They don't expect so many customers. And they're counting more on the drive-in. Okay. And if one person drives in with a big car, then the other cars have a problem. They cannot park so good in here. Okay, this should look alright. Let's check on the icons. Yeah, could be better. Yeah, this is okay. Now we have a little parking lot here. With a parking lot, we also have maybe something of a stone lying there to block the cars from driving into the fence. Maybe I have something here like a brick wall. Billboard brick wall. Really nice wall piece. Not this one. It's not a cargo. Cement chunks. Cement, we are getting closer with cement. No, absolutely not. Concrete. Oh yeah, something like this, a concrete wall. So if we place this down here. And we lower the Z angle. Maybe like this. Yeah, we could do this like this. And so. Okay. Parking lot. Boom. There we go. Have a bit more texture here. To say, hey, look, there's a parking lot. Go here. Enjoy your stay here. Blend this out. Yeah, perfect. Excellent. And of course, we need a bin. A dump crate. A dumpster. There we have it. A dumpster. Dumpster is always needed. One here. Okay. Place it directly on the wall, like so. So the fuel station has a dumpster. And let's also have a dumpster next to the fast food restaurant. A bit away so the customers are not annoyed by the smell. Maybe also not here so the cars don't drive into the dumpster. We don't want that situation to happen. That would be a bad experience for the car driver and the restaurant owner. Okay, minus 45. Minus 45 angle. Here we have the little dumpster. And that is perfect. Good. GLA is standing here. They greet our player when we enter here. And let's check on what we can do in our mission, what we can build as a units.
Unit lost.
Rest in peace. Protect the supply centers in the city, protect the supply convoys. Comanche flies around, detects the area. Huge map actually. Really huge map, holy shit. Not sure why I went so big. Really big map. Wow.
China's rocket soldier on the hunt.
The enemy! They're attacking!
Let's find the tank. Clap in China's rocket soldier.
Unit lost.
Oh, Toxin Rebels.
Throw everything at them. Get them. China's rocket soldier. Moving rocket launcher.
Alright, here's our base, and we can build nothing because we have no money.
Track down the enemy.
And the Comanche is standing once again there. Now we see him moving. Discovering the area. Maybe a second Comanche will be added later. Dein Bruder wurde total fertig gemacht. Okay, hat der Quick Match gespielt oder was? Hat so richtig gegen Dominator eins auf den Deckel gekriegt. Okay, perfect. That is working perfect. Good. Now we come to the... can we actually
Defenders of peace.
garrison something here?
We are the Red Guard.
We can garrison the
Hold up in that
fuel
building.
station. Alright.
Gun barrel spinning. Gatling tank, ready for action.
Okay. We don't need a tower here. We have a burger sign here, which is perfect. What we need here are a few cars. So let's go to the civilian and drop a car there. Maybe we have a fast food restaurant car. That would be so cool. Vehicle. What do we have here? An aircraft. Car ambulance, car Asian. A buck. Oh yeah, we put in this car. He wants food. Okay, so he stands here. Boop. We have a food car. Compact. He stands there. And now we need the food car. Police van. Not the police van. Oh yeah, this one has a cow. Cow, yeah, a cow. I think a cow. We need a cow here. We put it down here. Oops, yeah, like I said, my mouse is sometimes double clicking. This could be a nickname car. I will post this here for nickname. Discord. At nickname. I found your car. I bet he will love it. Or maybe it's for... No, it's for Anti-Pro. It is for Anti-Pro. Or Anti-Pro, maybe. Because Anti-Pro always chooses a cow in his live streams. Okay, this car needs to go, and we place down the food delivery truck here. Pointing into this direction. Diese kleinen Details sind wirklich schön. Es ist eine Menge Arbeit, wenn man die ganze Karte so gestaltet. Oh ja. Ich weiß auch überhaupt nicht, warum ich so eine große Karte gewählt habe. I have no idea why I chose such a big map. The good thing is, we have map borders. These ones. We can smaller the map if we want to. The question is if I want to. I want to have this like a big cool mission. Could also be a good co-op mission. You are playing with a buddy, and your buddy is protecting the right flank, and you are protecting the left flank on the city. This would be a nice idea for a co-op map. Richtig coole Idee für eine Co-op map. Okay, but back to the city. Can we place down a nice village here? American village. Is this possible? Steuerung Z, ja. Steuerung Z für rückgängig machen, ja. Das stimmt. American home. We have this American home. And we have this American home. Yeah, I can already see this one in place. Is this all we have for American homes? We have an American shop. Is there only 2 buildings? We have so many Asian buildings and European buildings, but only so less American buildings? Huh. There's a drive-in entrance. How does this look? I can read everything, by the way. Absolutely not. Yeah, we don't need this. It's good we have it. Drive in. Okay, well then we work with these 2 buildings, whatever. I need to be careful with the objects. There's a hard limit on objects. This poor soul is directly next to a highway. Because this is a thing, and we know how people are reacting to highways, living next to them. We will do something for him. We will place in trees. good old trees. Trees. Civilian. Natural. A tree. So we have a little barrier in between the home and the highway. Because you don't want to live next to a highway. It is loud. It is very loud. So where do we have a tree? Natural. Shrubbery. Yeah, we have a tree. This, for example, could work. We have many of these trees. This is our barrier. Let's have a couple of them. Hopefully they don't collide. And let's make them also fit to the grid. So they are symmetrical next to the road. I feel like the road is not symmetrical. Bringt mir einen Strauch. Genau. Bringt mir einen Strauch. Still feel like this is not the right distance in between these trees. Snap to grid. This one is 30 feet and this one is 33 feet. Small difference. Okay. I want to have the same distance between each tree. So here we have a 50 feet distance, and here we have a 50 feet distance and a 50 feet distance. Perfect. Is there another tree which looks similar to this one? This one looks a bit stupid. Too small. Not the same. What I want. Not as green as I want to have it. It's also not as green. It's not the same season. Nah, let's keep it like this. Mir ist gerade aufgefallen, dass das deutsche Wort Strauch dem niederländischen Wort Struik sehr ähnlich ist. Niederländisch und Deutsch ist generell sehr ähnlich. Also, nicht so ähnlich, aber also ich als Deutscher kann schon ein bisschen Niederländisch verstehen. Zum Beispiel Stroopwafels. Hat irgendwas mit Waffeln zu tun. Ich denke übrigens, dass wir immer noch mehr Stroopwafel-Missions brauchen. Stellen des Stroopwafels. Stellen. Niederländisch Stellen. That is the Netherlands version for steal. Stellen. And in Deutsch, in German it is stehlen. Stellen, stehlen. So yeah, I get the similarities. Klingt alles sehr ähnlich. Okay, here we have a nice wall of trees. And to give it a perfect look, we could also give it under MISC man-made. Is it under man-made? I think it's under structures. Excal has played under the name Stroopwafels. Das ist cool. Schweizerdeutsch kann auch so ein bisschen verstehen. Ja, stimmt, Schweizerdeutsch, ja. Was ich nicht verstehen kann, manchmal ist Bayerisch. Mit Bayerisch habe ich mein Problem. Where do I get these pieces? Which I want for the tower. I think it's a tower piece. Mogadischu Tower. Tower. No, that's not the piece I want. Yeah, that's a bit more I want. Nuclear bunker, yeah. toilet. Should remind me of saving the map. What do I place down for the tree? There's something I'm looking for. Somewhere in here. It's quite looking like this, but a bit smaller, if you get what I mean. This is like too big, and there's a smaller piece somewhere. I will find it. It's a bit smaller, that piece. But there's also one which is not round. Somewhere here. Piece which is not round. If you build maps regularly, you know this stuff. I don't do this regularly, so I'm a bit struggling right now. This is here somewhere. The rectangle. Really amazing how many good buildings are in there. And build cool stuff with that. Here's a sign, we don't need the sign. I think we should get to the piece now. Small rectangle. Else I will stick to the round one, even though I don't like it so much. Come on, where's the rectangle? Almost through. No, only the round pieces. We only get the round pieces. Maybe on the man-made. Yeah, I think on the man-made. Yeah, the wall pieces. Bus stop. Fences. No, no concrete. Absolutely no concrete. Also no military dogs. There's a drain pipe. Fire pit. But maybe without a fire. Then we have it. Fire pit without a fire. Gravel. Brick ruin, haystack. Highway sign, junk dealer, long table lumber. Ooh, manhole. Why not? Placed on a manhole here. Sand. Oh yeah, these are also good. These we definitely need. Lamppost. Eine Feuerstelle als Baumständer, ja. Ich wünschte nur die Feuerstelle wäre nicht da. I wish the fire would not be in there. But we can check in the game if we can see the fire. Maybe we don't see the fire. Okay, this will be our lamp. Yeah, we will stick to the fire. Ah, I found it. I found it. There it is. There it is. There it is. This is what I was searched for. It's not a rectangle. It's a what is Quadrat in English? A square. I searched for a square. And now we have the square. That is what I searched for. Okay, maybe if we drop the Z a bit down. No. We leave it at 0. Every tree gets its square. And then... maybe I should also rotate it. Just a little angle. Yeah, like this. So we are pointing to the highway. And here we have a little wall. A little big wall. Let's have a look at the wall pieces. We have an extra category here on top, an extra icon for fence. And there in a civilian, we can look at man-made. We have a big variety of wall pieces. Optimal would be a huge wall piece, as this is still a highway you're living next to with your nice building. So you of course need a solid piece of wall. But looks like we don't have a solid piece of wall. If we don't find a solid piece of wall, we'll choose the wood wall. Also a concrete wall would be good. No, we choose the wood wall. Okay, snap to grid, turn this off. So let's put it behind the tree. At an angle of 100. And move this all to the top. So this is your little sound barrier. It's not as large as you want to have it. So I feel sorry for the people who live here. But what else can I do? The world builder is not giving me taller walls. Okay, so here we have the wall pieces. And for the highway, I really need to be careful with the object count. I'm not going over limit. I think the limit is like 3,000 objects. We are at 226 at the moment. So for the concrete, I could technically place down one here in the middle. Put this down a little. But this will block the path of our units which drive through here, which is not optimal. Could also place it down here as a little protection. Give it a little bit more, give it a little bit more detail. Yeah, I think this would work. Yeah, let's do it like this. This is a rotation of 100, same like the fence. 100. And let's bring this all to the top. Yeah, my cat is getting mad. I'm not streaming for so long anymore. Maybe like 20 more minutes. As the cat wants to go outside. Yeah, now you go up my my chair. Little kitty, what's up? Okay, the problem here with the fans, like I said, is the tanks won't move through so good. If we test this in-game...
Unit lost.
Rest in peace once again.
Enemy tanks out there?
The enemy! They're
Yeah,
attacking!
understood. Need a bullet barrage. Kick it into high gear. Bullets going. China's rocket soldier. Keep the cylinders oiled.
Gatling tank, ready for action.
Now we choose our Gatling
Let's
tank
get out there.
and we
Ah,
drive here to the
yes.
top. Technically, the wall piece should interact with our
Let's get
Gatling
out there.
tank.
Of course.
American ambush! They have us surrounded!
Here we
Okay,
go.
never mind.
Ah, yes. Okay, here we go. Ah, yes.
Never mind, just drive over it, no problem.
Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Gun barrel spinning.
Okay, then perfect. The wall is not interfering with our unit movement, doesn't collide. Perfect. Then I can continue with this. The manhole, of course, is a nice detail. Mann, dieser unglückliche rote Wolf, ja. Der wird so oft getötet. He dies so often, this poor Red Guard. Dieser arme Rotgardist. Hat wirklich kein Glück. So, hier ein paar Gullideckel. Manholes. Hello, Sammy. Once again can only see a cat butt. And again, I need to be careful with the objects, how many I place down. Could place down so many, but it would be too much. Okay. Do we need a sidewalk, maybe? What's the distance here between? There's a distance of 150 feet, and this one 165 needs to be here. Okay, here's the highway once again. Then we need this wall of trees down here on the bottom. So let's do the wall of trees. Snap to the grid. And somewhere I need to place down a supply center, because this is our objective. That the city collects supplies. And this is what we need to protect. Okay, let's get this here to the left. Perfect. And let's go here to the American house. He needs a road, a dirt road maybe. No, absolutely no. Sidewalk, yeah, I can see this one. Yeah. Is there a better sidewalk? Maybe we have this one. Do we actually need this one? I tend to not use these sidewalks, as I'm not such a big fan of it. More a fan of these sidewalks. I mean, this could work. Looks cool. And now we need something here to the garage. What else do we have? Ooh, oh yeah. This looks more solid. What do we else we have? Werden Sie die Leistung dieses Versorgungszentrums erhöhen? What do you mean? It's a bit more solid. Sidewall. Oh, it's the same piece. This is this one. Yeah, I think this sidewalk is more fitting. This looks cool. Okay, let's have it go directly to here. Blend this out here a little bit. And to the garage we have this wall piece. Okay, this goes to the American home. Yep. Dieser eine Spieler wird es verteidigen. Das Haus, die Garage, ja. Like so. I am not sure. Don't think this looks good. Dirt road. Dirt road. Yeah, maybe this. Too big. Oh, too big. Too big. Not fitting with the color. That road. No. 2-lane. Cat. Oh, good to know that we have parking lines here. Why do I create it manually, these lines? Stupid. Not so happy with these. I think this is way better. Yeah, this is way better. Much better. And a little texture in here. Maybe asphalt? No. I mean, I think should be a bit more stone. It looks cool, but I think it should be more stony. Like so. Yeah. Yeah. I'll leave it like this. That looks good. Excellent. Do we have a mailbox? Can we get a mailbox? Miss Man-made. There must be a mailbox in here. M for mailbox. Mailbox. That is not a mailbox. I mean, yeah, it's a mailbox, but it's not the mailbox I want. Huh. Then no mailbox. Then not. Okay, so let's leave it like so. And we copy this. If we drag this over here to the left, and the wall, the street to the left, and get a few hatches here. Hatch. nature. Natural hatch. There's only rocks. There's a hatch. There's the hatch. So of course you want to have distance to your neighbor as good as you can. So we get a hatch. Keep your distance to your neighbor. Always keep your distance to your neighbor. Very, very, very important. How about a shed? Don't think we have a shed in the buildings. Where's my moving button? There it is. Ah, no, come on. There it is. Yes. Ugh. I need a new mouse. It's double clicking. Okay. Yeah, like so. And this is too much. Also too much. He also has already the walls installed, which is good. But I want the fences anyway. I want wall fences. Wooden wall fences. Wooden wall. These ones. Okay, let's place them down like so in the angle of 160. No, that is not the one. 70. 170. That could be the angle. Yeah. Put it next to the hatch. Okay, the waypoint is a bit distracting. That's much better. I wish there was a larger piece of this wall. But there isn't. Almost perfectly matching in here. Almost perfectly. Yeah, right. Alright. Now with this, we copy this. This will not work with the copy, doesn't it? Oh, it works. Yeah, it's the new world builder version. It works perfectly. Can copy and paste the street tiles now. Excellent. So much better. Not quite happy with the hatch. It's not really in the right direction. So it shouldn't be 80, it should be 85. 82. I think 82 should be more perfect. Yeah, let's do this one. $90. Anton says 90. Dafür kannst du Zahnwerkzeug verwenden. Ja, irgendwie hast du recht. 90 ist aber... Nee. Guck mal hier, 90 ist nicht gut. 90 ist nicht gut, dann geht die Hecke so. Aber die Hecke soll ja so gehen. Somit 90 ist es nicht. Should be this one. 82 it is. Ja. Perfect American home. I would definitely live there. And the fences need to go to the left. Yes. Perfect. We created our home. Copy and paste and copy this in. Okay, you need to go with the snap to grid option. Ah, come on, you stupid thing. Okay, and you move here. Yes, excellent. Man, this is so much work. Ooh. Okay, with this we created the first milestone of our American village. There will be a supply depot here somewhere. Let's place it down and then I will end the stream. It's getting very late here. So here under supply. This one will be the supply dock for the village, which we need to protect. And this one needs to be placed down here. I think I will duplicate these areas. I duplicate them and I put them also here on the back side. And then I have the supplies here. Jetzt brauchst du noch einen McDonald's und ein paar Lastwagen. Anton. Ich bin schon viel weiter. Ich habe ein Fastfood-Restaurant. Es ist ein Burger. Und einen Lieferwagen haben wir auch schon mit einer Kuh. Da haben wir den Lieferwagen. Mit einer Kuh. Alles schon drin. Alles schon eingeplant. Okay. With that, I thank you all for watching. This has been a nice stream. I'm glad it all worked perfectly, except for Twitch. Twitch wasn't so great today. Hey, Steakville, by the way. Geil, grüß dich. I think everything worked perfectly. Alles hat perfekt geklappt, bis auf Twitch. Und bis zum nächsten Stream. Until the next stream. Thank you all for watching. And we see us in the next one. Danke alle fürs Zusehen und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Hey Jordi. Jordi, wir haben uns leider gerade verpasst. Es tut mir leid. Nächstes Mal. Du bist genau am richtigen Zeitpunkt dazu gekommen. Ja, es tut mir leid. Es ist leider alles gerade ein bisschen am Spätwerden. Und es ist ein Montag, das heißt morgen früh wieder Arbeit. Okay, thank you all for watching. Till the next time, stay safe, take care of yourself. Goodbye.